Alright, this is going to be another one of my crazy how-to videos and what I've learned over the last 2 days on this Walthers N-Scale 933-2616 N-Scale 130 foot scale built up DCC operating turntable. My sample engine is going to be the dash or the 90 Mac, and this video is going to be instructional video 1 on the turntable for anyone out there that wants to install this on their layout. I'm going to be showing you how to program a track and how to operate the turntable. What I'll probably end up doing is I will just kind of line it up, but I'm not going to totally 100% program it, but I will show you exactly how to do it, and because it's pretty time consuming. It's not something that you can just throw it on this has taken me a long time to get this. Plus I even have a video online on YouTube here asking for help. And I had the video up for months, probably even longer than that, probably over 3 or 4 months, half a year maybe even, and no one stepped up to see the video and say, well, here, I know how to do it, I can help you, I'll give you some pointers. No. So now it's my job, it's Brian Moretti's job to give you the pointers that no one else would. So once again, I'm making another video that no one else can or nobody else will. I'm trying to help the model railroader have a more successful operating session, build time. So with no further ranting about that, because no one really listens to me, and then they get all mad and they say I don't know what I'm talking about, or they give me some crazy thing, so oh well. But I'm gonna this video is for the person who needs the help. Since no one helped me, I learned it myself. That's all I'm gonna say. I read the instructions. It's okay. The instructions are okay, but this is stuff you're just going to have to learn. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, here's the box. And the box has all these, the few buttons and stuff, so I'm going to run you through the buttons. So when you get it, you're going to see Aljan's going to come up in that address bar right there. I'll go over here so that you can see. Okay, so you got address, that's for your DC mode, your DCC mode. Delete, meaning that delete number there, that delete name, that deletes any programmed track you have. If you have a programmed track, you delete it. Program, that's program. It looks like a Pro 9, but that's program. Now when you press that button and then you hit go set, which is the button where my finger is, go set, it'll blink, which I can show you now. Okay, now it's blinking. And then what you do is you move your turntable. So now watch the turntable move. See, now I'm pushing the up button and the turntable is moving. It's moving really slow. And then you push the other button and it goes the other direction. Okay? So then when you're ready to line up a track, you line up the track and you hit the button. I could have lined that up a little better, but I'm holding a camera and trying to show you this at the same time. So now, then what you would do then is you would come over here and hit go set, and then it would run you through another screen which would be tracks. So you could go track what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 48. But you don't go, I'm sorry, you don't go 1, 2, 3, you don't go 1, 2, you go 3, 4. 1 and 2 is already programmed when you hit the hang on, let me show you. Okay, let me show you this now. So escape out of program and then calibrate. When you calibrate your turntable, it's going to take you all the way around the cab. See that little cabin right there on the turntable? That cabin has a sensor in the on the side here of the turntable bridge. Okay, and when that sensor touches the sensor down there, see it? That little square part? Okay, when those sensors match up, then it says it knows exactly 180 degrees. Then it says in the book, which is a really good thing, the book says you start from there and then you program. So that button's there. My track ended up in between these two tracks. This bridge ended up in between those two tracks. So then this ends up being track 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then this is 8, 9. So then what I thought is, instead of having the bridge with the little cabin on this end, since it's way over here, and then this is on the other end, which would be, let me show you exactly what I'm trying to say here to make it, you know, a little bit easier. I'm going to go to track 9 and show you what I'm saying here. So there I'm on track 9, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go to track 9 now. It's going to go to track 9, and like I said, the cab is going to be on track 9, which is the first one toward me. And this is blinking, because it's showing you that that's the track you're going to, track 9. Now watch it slow down and then stop. Okay? So now, if you look at that, and then you come over here and you look at this end, they don't line up, right? Okay, now that was my bad. I'll admit it. That was my fault. When I programmed that, those weren't lined up. So here's how I solved that. So here's how you solve that. So then I go to then I come back over here and I go to 10. Now watch what happens. See? Just the tail end moved. See, now I can go right back that train right up into stall 10. See how cool that is? Now watch, here's another little secret. So now if you want to instead of backing the train in and you want to make the train go in forward, here's how you can do that. You press the go set button twice. Watch what the train does. 180 degrees. It's going to do a 180 degree turn, and it's going to bring me all the way around to this number 10 track. And it should line me up perfectly. If it don't, then I guess I got to do some more programming. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be exact. Perfect. That's as perfect as you're going to get it. Now, another little trick thing I want to tell you is here's how I lined up my tracks. Now, over here, you can see there's no cardboard. There's cardboard underneath them over here, no cardboard over here. Well, I nailed the tracks down over here, and somehow it worked. Over here, when I pressed down on the cardboard, and there's no nails in here holding that on. It's all glued in with Elmer's glue. Watered down probably 70-30. And I pinned it with tacks. Just regular thumbtacks. And glued it down with Elmer's glue, and it stayed. And I expect it to stay even as long as it, I don't know, how long is Elmer's glue going to hold? So, I just made sure that when you put your finger up here, nothing grabs. Well, I found out that my track on my bridge was loose and it was sliding, so I had to super glue the bridge track straight right on the center. So now, if you're really actually over by a little bit, it's okay. So then I nailed those in, I glued these in, and then I actually got nails back in here. So back in the back, yeah, I got nails back in the back. Easier to nail in the back than it is the front. And then all that cardboard will be covered up with ballast anyways. And then another thing I had to do on the ends is I had to take a file and I had to file down the end of the track so that, because the rail height here isn't right from the code 55 I'm using. The bridge is code 55, this is code 55, but for some reason when the bridge sits on there, it doesn't still line up and there's a big dip. And I didn't want that, so I want it to be as smooth as possible. So that's how I had to do it. I had to put that little ramp in there. I had to trim it down. So I used the Dremel tool with a big fat disc on it and just trimmed it. So all the transitions are perfect. So I've got all my tracks set up, and now I learned how to flip the train 180 degrees. I learned how to program each individual track. And like I said, just to go in and you get to the delete button, and the delete button, and you can delete any track. So you could actually go to track 10. Now I'm on track 10. I could delete that track just by hitting one button, and everything's good. So now, since I don't have any of these tracks electrified to move anything, I can't really move anything off. So, just to show you that the train slides right off, and there's no bump, no nothing. It's just a smooth transition, which is going to be so awesome. Now, like I said, I made this video so that someone out there that really needs a little help on building installing the turntable from Walthers for N scale, this is how you do it. So what I did is I thumbtacked on each end. I thumbtacked here, came down here a little bit, thumbtacked here, made sure it was straight, turned the turntable, lined it up, made sure I eyed it all up, made sure it was all eyed up, and usually you can get it perfect. Because if you can't see a straight line, then you need to go and do something about trying to figure out how to see a straight line. You know the tracks are not going to be lined up or are going to be lined up. It's pretty simple. That's a real simple thing. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that understand straight lines. So you look down your track, eye level from here, and you eye it all the way up across your bridge. Make sure it's nice and straight, and you can even hold the tracks. Pin one side, come down here, hold it, make sure you look down the track again, then pin the next side. If you think it's off a little bit, lift the pin out and go to another track. Tie, like move your hole so you don't hit the same hole. Go up one tie and then push it over again. And then, like I said, you'll get it. It'll come together. It's pretty forgiving. It's not real difficult. I thought it was going to be difficult, but once I started doing it, it ended up being really easy. And then you see that where it says no track, from this section right here, where that little square is right there, it looks like a little rectangle, that's your sensor. If you were to take and line up that train, that bridge going across here, they say there's a no track dead spot and that is for the polarity change in the DCC module, for the polarity changing, so your direction changes so that it's like a reversing loop. And that's the area you can't have no track, because there's no power to run your train off the bridge. So that's why I got that there, so I can remember. It's a 45-degree angle from that sensor. So 45, that's about a 45. So if this track was right here like this, and I put this train there and turned it, if I put this train, lined it up with this track, I ain't gonna move that train. That train will not move. It's on the dead track. It's on the dead, no track area. You can't put your train there. That's why I tell you, don't put no track there. So that's why I only have track in this sections. These are two that I have to still install for outside tracks. And then I'm going to install one or two more over there. And then nothing. I can't put nothing over here because there's no room. I could probably put something over here, which I don't know yet. I might not. But I'm thinking that this really turned out nice. I thought I was going to have a whole lot more trouble with it, but it's turning out a lot better than I thought it was going to. So now my next move is to play with it for a while, make sure it runs smooth, everything works, and I'm going to start wiring up the switch, the legs, and then getting a bus line underneath there and making a getting all the wires organized, which is going to be another 2 weeks to do. Working underneath the layout, I don't care how big it is, how tall it is, doesn't matter, it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable working underneath the layout, so it's going to take a while to get that all done. And if you have any questions, comments, just give me a ring back. If you didn't follow something, let me know. I'm here to help because I know how hard it is to find people out there that will know how to run these. You know, the instructions here are pretty self-explanatory. It's just maybe I was just saying, I was reading into this a little bit more than I thought. You know, so if you really just follow the instructions in here, you should be able to get this up and running in no time. It even shows you exactly how to do the operation in DCC mode, which this layout will be all DCC, everything. and I'm running right now in DC mode because I'm just testing it, and later on it will be the DCC mode. So, and then that's my roster right there. Some of them are going to be sold. I'm going to get rid of some of them, and some of them I'm going to keep. I have my Erie Lackawanna CSX kind of stuff over there, and then the left side is Union Pacific. I have another turntable over here. It's an Atlas, and I've got the roundhouse with 2 engine sheds, which I'm going to have on the layout too soon. So it's going to be a lot more. I just got to get it in here. So that was my video on fixing the turntable onto the layout. End scale 130 foot DCC Walthers kit. If you have any other questions, give me a holler. I'm here to help. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped, because I know how frustrating it can be when you're trying to do something. You know, these things ain't cheap. These turntables are $270. You know, you're looking at dropping almost, you know, $400 to get a nice system like this set up. I got a good deal on my turntable, and I got a good deal on my engine sheds and my engine houses. I didn't buy any modern ones because they're $70, and I ain't gonna pay $70 for a 3-stall engine house when these work just as well, and you're getting 6 for $50. You know, if you're lucky, you can find one of these Helljohn turntables for $39. You go to a show, you could probably get one for $30 if someone really wants to get rid of it. So why spend $70 on 3 stalls when you can get 6 for under half the price? And if I had more room and didn't want that yard over there, need that yard over there, I would have put 2 more in over there. So that's how much I like the turntable section. This is my eye catcher for the yard. This is what I dreamed to do, and I wanted to build this. This is what I came up with. And unfortunately, yes, I'm stuck with only 2. And a lot of that is all because of the way the turntable is made. Because like I said, you have to avoid that no track area. So that eliminates how the trains even enter into the turntable itself. So other than that, the layout as an overview is getting there. My water's getting done, my farm area is getting done, but that's for another video. But again, I'm running really late on this time, so I gotta let you go. Thanks again, I says, for watching. Have a good night.